Yeah, it's the Yoshiyuki normally. It's got a Shinra logo on it. The tiny Bronco, huh? Nice piece of machinery. Shall I stand watch? Can I help you? No, we were just admiring the plane. Please ask the captain if you're interested in using it. You can find him over at the rocket. That's where he always is. My name's Shara, by the way, and you are? I'm Cloud. Vincent of the... Well, never mind that. Kate Sith, fortune teller extraordinaire. I see, so you're not with Shinra. I thought you might have come here to announce the recommencement of the space development program. I heard President Rufus is coming to pay a visit. The captain's been antsy about it all morning. Rufus? I like how we walk up and see the plane and the first thing Vincent says is, do you want to steal it? Just immediately. Calm down, Vincent. I know you've been asleep for a while. You forgot how, like, things work. But you can't just go stealing people's stuff. What do you think about how JRPGs often make NPC health 10 times above party, but party damage 10 times above NPC, versus Western RPGs where NPC and player are often in par in stats? Is that really a JRPG versus Western RPG thing? I didn't really notice. I have noticed that some RPGs, you know, inflate the numbers for the player. And some RPGs try to make it more balanced for both sides. But I never really noticed it was specifically a Japanese versus Western thing. I think it's better when everything's balanced. It makes it a bit easier to read, like, what's strong and what's not. But I don't think it's really that big of a deal either way. You get used to it regardless, but yeah, I kind of like it when the enemies are like perfectly designed, you know, the same level as you, doing like around the same damage as you. It's easier to tell if you're strong enough for something or not. And it makes things feel more real, I guess. Talk to me, Sid. What do you folks want? We were told we'd find the captain here. Look at that happy face. Look at that Sid happy face. Captain, you say. Look no further. My parents named me Sid, but everyone here just calls me the captain. So what can I do for you? Is it true Rufus is coming? Sure is, and I got a dang fine feeling he's bringing good news. The space program's starting up again, mark my words. Guess that's what you get with a young buck in the president's seat, a man with dreams. The heck you saying? That baby's my pride and joy. I can't just let you borrow her. Well, I'll be danged. Wouldn't have thought a youngster like you'd be interested. Alright then, listen up, because Captain Sid's about to give you a little history lesson. You probably already know how Shinra developed all sorts of tech during that long, pointless war. Nowadays, its main business is Mako, but once upon a time, Shinra specialized in weapons manufacturing. One of the things they created back then was a rocket engine. The possibility of going to space caused all sorts of excitement. Our dreams became bigger than ever before. They poured more and more of their budget into the project, churning out prototype after prototype. Finally, they managed to make the rocket you're standing in now, the Shinra number 26. To fly it, they chose the best pilot in the whole company. No, in the whole world. Me, as if there was ever any doubt. At long last, the day of the launch came. Everything was going as well as you could ask for. But thanks to that slowpoke Shara, the whole thing went to pot. After that, Shinra got stingy. They nixed their whole space development program. After all that hope they gave us, after all their talk about space being the future, it was all over once they realized Mako could turn a better profit. Nobody so much as glanced at the space program after that. Money, cash, kale, that's all they ever cared about. My dream was just a number in a spreadsheet to them. Look at this bucket of rust. I was supposed to fly this rocket to the stars. I was supposed to be the first man in space. Now it just stands here, tilting a little more each passing day. At this rate, who knows which will happen first, this thing falling over or me kicking the bucket. Only hope I've got left is this new president who's coming to visit. That was a pretty good translation of that speech. Yeah, this next section's gonna be interesting for the PG stream. Might just have to let him go off. Ah, Cloud, right? Was the captain able to help you? Not really. I see. Welcome home. Shoot, Shara. How could anyone be so dang slow? We got guests. Serve them some tea already, you useless snail. I'm sorry. Does he really call her slow that much? I don't remember really calling her slow. No need to trouble yourself. Shut up. None of that shoot. Just sit your butt down and drink some goddamn tea. Dang it, now you got me all riled up. I like how it, like, converted. Like, he was actually not cussing for a bit, and then he, like, got angry. Yo, Cheryl, I'll be back tuning up the Bronco. Don't forget that tea, you hear me? Yeah, it makes sense. Sorry about that. We must have set him off. Don't worry about it. He's always like that. You mean he's always giving you hassle? How do you even put up with it? Nah, that's what I deserve. If I hadn't been so clumsy. I'm the one who crushed his dream. What happened? Get your butt in gear. You're like a goddamn turtle. The moon's gonna be in a different cycle by the time you're done working. Sorry, sir. Stop wasting time checking those oxygen tanks. You're a diligent worker, Shara, and that's a good thing, but it's pointless fussing around this much. Those tanks wouldn't fail even if hell froze over. I know, but... No buts! I know you got brains, now pick up the pace and put them to use. Sorry. Captain, our dream is finally coming true. We're so proud to be part of the launch of the Shinra number 26. Look at that happy face. Preparations are all complete, Captain. All that's left is liftoff. Alright, just leave it to me. I'll be back before you know it. You can do it, Captain. Fly our dream to outer space. Thanks, fellas. We'll be praying for you, sir. All systems are go. The Shinra number 26 is ready for launch. Engine pressure rising. Shinra number 26 launching in T-3 minutes. Commencing countdown. At long last. What's going on? Come in, Captain Sid. We have an emergency situation. One of the mechanics is still on board in the engine room. What? Who's the little shoot? Unclear, sir. Patching you through to the engine room. Hey, which one of you is still on board? It's me, Captain. Shara, please don't worry about me. Just go ahead with the launch. Shara, the heck you still doing in there? I couldn't stop worrying. The oxygen tank test results weren't what they should have been. You goddamn idiot. Come lift off. The room's going to be hotter than... what? Is that a phrase? I've never heard that phrase before. If you're still in there, you'll be burnt to a crisp. You hear me? You're going to die. I don't mind. If I can't get this fixed, the rocket launch will be a success. I'm nearly done. It's gonna be now. Kinda like it. Nearly done? You're gonna die in there, Shara. Sid, we're running out of time. We have to commence countdown. Starting engine. Hey, just hold a dang minute. Shara's still in there. What's it gonna be, Captain? If we cancel the launch now, it'll be another 6 months till we can try again. Dang it, Shara. You trying to make me a murderer? Captain! Shara? Finished with tank number 7, sir. I just need to check number 8 and we'll be all clear. Come on, Shara, hurry up. If you don't, you're gonna die. Engine ignition is T-minus 30 seconds. Commencing countdown. Sid, you have to give up on Shara. There isn't enough time. What? What the heck? What am I supposed to do? Engine ignition is T-minus 15 seconds. Shipboard temperature rising. Ah, the moon. Outer space. My dream. Engine ignition activated. Foo. One of these days I'll do a non-PG stream and we'll just let Sid go crazy. He flipped the emergency engine shutdown switch. He canceled the launch to save my life. After that, the space program was scaled back and all further plans to launch a rocket were suspended. So you see, it's my fault. It's because of me, Sid's dreams slipped from his grasp. That's why I don't mind. It doesn't matter what the captain thinks of me. I need to make up for what I did to him. What the heck, Shara? You still haven't served him tea? I'm sorry. What? You just gotta stand there? Too good for the captain's hospitality? The heck's taking Rufus so long? Long time no see, Sid. How's my favorite little pilot? Well, 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 if it ain't Fat Man Palmer. You sure kept me waiting. So what's the skinny? What's our space development program? When's our space development program starting up again? Beats me. You should take it up with the president. He's outside. Still the same old useless blubbergut. I prefer big-boned. Is that tea you're making? I wouldn't mind a cup too, with lots of sugar and honey. Oh, and don't forget the lard. Yeah, I'm glad this translation translated all the curse words, because it's cool to see and like what their original, because some of them you can't even tell what word they were going with, so it's cool to see. But I definitely prefer the original censorship, because I don't know, it gives this game its own like style, you know. Like I think Sid and Barrett just cussing, I would have like thought was whatever, but the way that they do it, the way that they censor it is really iconic. Yeah, like I'll never forget Barrett yelling just like a bunch of weird symbols. Like it's way more memorable than him just cursing. I feel like anytime I've seen people curse and a bunch of like symbols come up, it always reminds me of Final Fantasy VII. Surely Final Fantasy VII wasn't the first to do it, but it always reminds me of Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, it gives you your own like freedom to put whatever word you would put there too. What do you mean it ain't starting up again? I got all excited for nothing? So if not that, what the heck you'd come all the way out here for? I'd like you to lend me the tiny Bronco. We're currently pursuing Sephiroth, but it seems we've been heading the wrong direction all this time. Now we finally have a firm idea of where he's headed. Problem is, it's across the ocean, and we're going to need that plane of yours to follow. Shoot, first the airship, then the rocket, now the tiny Bronco. It wasn't enough, you Shinra bastard, stealing my chance to go to space. Now you want to take the sky for me too? Dear, dear. You seem to have forgotten it's only thanks to Shinra that you even got to fly in the first place. The heck you'd say? Excuse me, you three. Please follow me. Dude, it's such a shame, like, this whole mid part with Rufus. I've said before, if there was one thing I could add to the game, it would be, like, to completely change Rufus, because he's such a cool character in Midgar, and then he literally just chases Sephiroth around with no, like, a complete inability to catch him, which makes no sense because he has the entire power of Shinra behind him, and yet he can't catch Sephiroth somehow. And then he just dies, and it's like, that's it. Well, quote unquote dies. So, like, there's just nothing. You know, there needed to be so much more with him, and that's one great thing that Remake does, is have Rufus do more, because he's completely misused in the original. And you could tell they wanted to do more with him and just couldn't, but... You said you wanted to use the tiny Bronco, right? Seems like Palmer's preparing to take it himself. Maybe you should have a chat with him. Yeah, let's go have a chat. I mean... Cloud's invincible. With the Circlet and Elemental? I ain't worried. Yeah, why do I have to do the dirty work? I'm the director of the Space and Aeronautics Division, for crying out loud. It is kind of funny how Palmer is the leader of the Space and Aeronautics Division, and yet they have to come borrow the tiny Bronco because Palmer does so little that they don't even have, like, a plane to use. We'll be taking that plane. Haven't I seen you somewhere before? That's right, the Shinra building. You were there after the president was killed. Guards! Yo, oh, thank you so much for the Prime, man. He still hurts. Security. See how much damage I can do with Thundara. Yeah, that's wild. Imagine giving the circlet to Vincent and have him using Flare. When does the Galnica sink? I'm not sure. I mean, technically it's always down there, but, you know, lore-wise, I'm not sure. 60 FPS truck smack incoming. Agincourt? Interesting name. Oh, nah, she's taking off. Don't worry, just climb on. All right, here we go. Leave the fly. Guessing he was going to say leave the flying to me. Kate Sith just standing there. Sit up on. Cloud, don't let them escape. Does Kate Sith really always just stand there like that? He looks so ridiculous. Vincent's like laying down with his cape flapping. Looks so epic. Here comes a real big splash. Just asserting his dominance. Don't think she'll fly no more. Maybe we could still use it as a boat? Shoot, do whatever the heck you want. What about you? Where will you go from here? Good question. My bridge is burnt with Shinra, and I've had it up to here with that dang town. What about your wife? Don't you want to be with Shara? Wife, don't make me laugh. Just the thought of being married to that broad makes my skin crawl. How about you all? What's your plan? We're trying to track down a man named Sephiroth, and we'll have to deal with the Rufus and Shinra too eventually. Can't say I understand all that. But heck, at least it sounds exciting. Sign me up. How about it, guys? It's nay bother to me. It's nay bother to me. Glad to be aboard, numbskulls. Numbskulls? That's right. Anyone fool enough to go against Shinra these days has got to be a numbskull. Take it as a compliment. So where to now? Rufus said he planned on following Sephiroth to the Temple of the Ancients. He said that? But where is it, this Temple of the Ancients? Danged if I know. What? Shoot squeak? I've never heard this before. Said as they'd be heading the wrong direction, so probably somewhere far away from here. It's a weird word for fart. I'm gonna start saying that now. 100%. Let's find land first. Then we can gather information. The Temple of the Ancients. There's something about that name. Yeah, I'm using that. Okay. Like Pipsqueak, but rude. Very rude. First of all, I guess this wasn't technically not a forced PHS. But we got Sid, so I say we swap. Let's do... Let's do Sid in red. And I would say that Sid would be our damage dealer, our attacker, but we do have the Seraph Comb, so oof. Have I talked enough about how busted the Seraph Comb is, or do we do we need a refresher? How's it going, Broken Angel? It's tradition at this point. Let's just put it this way. The Yoshiyuki is... We just got the Yoshiyuki and it's 56 attack. The Seraph Comb is 68 attack with 4 slots. And we got it before we started today. Right before we started today. No more elemental for you. And no more added effect for you. I think I'll just leave them on though. Just to level them up, because I don't really have anything else I want to put on. I can give Sid cover for the memes, I guess. Hey, good to see you, Cammy. Oh, it's crazy. This game has... It is one of, if not the biggest dummied content game. Thanks, Seabass. Have a good weekend. Like, if you Google Final Fantasy VII dummied content, I think there's like a Final Fantasy VII wiki page. And it's just like, oh, it's just a massive list of stuff. Part of it is that they were so worried about breaking the game that they just left a lot of stuff in. Most games, when they decide something isn't going to be used, they remove it completely. So, I mean, there's probably... take a game like Skyrim or something, there's probably like thousands of things that they just removed, right? But the difference with Final Fantasy VII is they left it all in because they were afraid to break the game, so they just left it in and basically removed the access to it, which is why the debug room's still in the game and why there's just so many like fields and stuff that are just in the files. But yeah, either way, there's just a ton. And then on top of that, the game was rushed and they had a lot of like grand ideas that never came to be, so all that combined just makes for such a huge amount of stuff that's just sitting in the game. What do we want to do? Do we want to go do Wutai now? I usually do Wutai at the last possible moment. But we could also do it at the first possible moment, which would be now. Let's do it now because I want to show off the thing. The thing. Hopefully, it works. Oops. Wait up, wait up, wait up. What's this all of a sudden? You scared me half to death. I'm a bit of an expert on this place. It gets pretty rough up ahead, so, you know, you should probably double check your gear. Something smells off. And my nose never lies. No, I'm telling the truth. It gets real dicey from here on out. Target spotted. Close in. Huh? Shinra? Wait, this isn't our guy. These are those people from before. Yuffie, so you really did. Hey, I'm in the dark too. This one's got nothing to do with me. This one? What do you mean this one? So you were planning to do something dirty. No, I mean, what do we do? Grab them. We can figure out what to do after. Also, we have red 13, so perfect time to do Wutai. Boom. What's going on? I felt something missing, and sure enough, all my materia's disappeared. Hey, where'd that Yuffie girl go? What the? Where'd you come from? Yo, Yuffie, what the heck? It's a scarecrow? Huh? There's a note. My dearest friends, please forgive my sudden departure. I share your grief in being unable to say farewell. Though you never once could bring yourself to trust me, please believe that what I'm about to say is the truth. The journey ahead of you will no doubt be hard and harsh. Of this you can be certain. Why, you ask? Because now you ain't got a single materia. Bet things are gonna get pretty tough without them. But I'm sure you guys will get by, somehow. Well, good luck out there. Catch you on the flip side. Your good pal, Yuffie. That scarecrow is terrifying. That lousy little... So she was after our materia from the very start. North. She ran north. Come on, she'll get away if we don't hurry. We need to get that materia back. That is terrifying. So you had to make something to make the text make sense, so you made the scarecrow. That's... I both love it and it terrifies me. Alright, the thing. Yep. So, I knew about this before playing the mod. So I'd wondered if this was something you were going to add. Also, I'm probably dead here. This is a terrifying fight. Originally, there was going to be fights on this bridge, and it was going to use the bridge model, and it never came to be. So, in the actual game, you just can't get fights on this bridge. But this mod added them back in, so now we can get these bridge fights. Also, we're dead. That was brutal. Absolutely brutal. Pincer attack with no materia and we're low leveled. We got red 13, we'll be fine. I can assure you nothing in this challenge is going to be impossible. In fact, it's not even going to be close to being impossible. We have way too many things to rely on. Can you survive air storm? Of course you can. Why wouldn't we be able to? Let's try this again. What the? That was weird. That's better. Oh my god. Has there ever been a single challenge where something was literally impossible? I mean, there have been there's plenty of challenges where things were impossible, but like there's many there have been many challenges where we thought stuff was going to be impossible and then we found a way. But you could always add something to it and then it would be impossible. Carry armor might be impossible. Are you guys watching the right Twitch channel? What Twitch channel are we watching here, guys? This challenge is... I literally designed this challenge to be just fun. It's not that hard. I mean, not in relation to things we've done in the past. Ow. If you want to see a hard carry armor fight, watch lowest level. What is the hardest carry armor fight we've done? I don't think Monomod ended up being too bad. Solo Cloud Necrosis was hard because we had to get through the fight without taking too much damage. I don't remember what the fight was like in Curse Ring. Complete Chaos was wild because I pulled like something. I pulled like bronze bangles or something right before carry armor. Something went horrifically wrong right before carry armor, if I remember correctly. We gotta do another run like that. Yeah, Complete Chaos is on YouTube. All my challenge runs are on YouTube. I have never put a challenge run or Final Fantasy VII, like the main Friday series is always on YouTube. We had like a beta run through Scavenger that went on Patreon. And then like when the PS5 version of Remake came out, I put that on Patreon. But all the main series Let's Play stuff and main series challenge runs and mod stuff is always on YouTube. That will never be on Patreon or anything. Crap. So how should we do this in terms of deleted content? We should probably go talk to Godo first, in case he has extra dialogue. Yeah, I think Monomod Emerald is one of the craziest fights we've ever done. Fuma Shuriken. Monomod Emerald and Curse Ring Hojo are two of the craziest fights we've done, I'd say. That's usually the ones we bring up. Snore, can I help you? There's not much here, but I suppose I can offer you the rest from your travels. Go ahead, make yourselves at home. Yuffie, nope, never heard of her. Persistent, aren't you? I already said I don't know her. How many times do I have to tell you? There's no one named Yuffie here in Wutai. I've never seen you before. There's been loads of Shinra troopers milling around nearby lately. You wouldn't happen to be mixed up with them, would you? Who you are is none of my concern. But if you're in trouble with Shinra, I'm going to have to insist you leave. I prefer not to have Shinra here breathing down our necks. When did you become such a coward? Yuffie? Are you really that scared of Shinra? Then why not just roll over and do as they say like all the other towns? If you're too afraid to stand up to Shinra, then leave it to these guys. They're the ones doing the real fighting. Silence, what would you know? I know you got beaten once and immediately gave up. So much for the great and mighty Wutai. A child like you has no right to speak on such matters. And how are you still dressed like that? You should be ashamed of yourself. This is my vibe, and what I wear is up to me. Don't go getting up in other people's biz. Vibe? Biz? What are these nonsense words? My daughter's become some kind of delinquent. And my father's become a lazy old bum. Fortnite? Gritty? What are these words? You heard what I said. Leave this place now. Wutai must be protected, and staying out of Shinra's way is the best hope that we have of doing that. Gen Z mod. Can we get a Gen Z mod where everything's Gen Z? All the dialogue is Gen Z and Cloud does a gritty at the end of every fight? Please, thanks. See that 5-story tower over there? That's the Pagoda of the Five Mightiest. It's home to Wutai's 5 mighty saints. Who are the 5 mighty saints? They're a team who embody the attributes of power, speed, magic, discipline, and unity. But they aren't the ones we honor here. For ages, the people of Wutai have worshipped T'Chal as well as the water god. It's said that ever since ancient times, Wutai has been under the protection of all 3, the mighty saints, T'Chal, and the water god. But the most recent war proved that to be untrue. I suppose the old legends are just legends after all. Bork. Create an algorithm that inserts the latest Gen Z lingo. You guys, what are you doing in a place like... No, never mind the reason. What matters is you're here. Lucky us, unlucky you. Prepare for a beatdown. Cloud holding his non-existent sword. Quit causing a scene, Elena. Sir? You forget why we came all the way out here in the first place? No, we're here to take a break from the daily grind. It's a vacation, sir. And here you are, about to ruin it all. But even the sake's turned sour. Sorry, sir. Guess you're the lucky ones today. Now get lost. Next time we meet, I'm not gonna hold back. Come on, Rude, drink up. How long has it been since we started teaming up? Working as a Turk can be a real pain in the butt, but at the end of the day, I'm glad I signed up for it. After all, I gotta meet a wingnut like you. A toast to the Turks, to Reno. Yo, good to see you, Manny. Thank you so much for the Prime, man. Really appreciate it. Phew, bit lonely in here, ain't it? Well, I prefer a quiet vibe anyway. Hello and welcome. Are you folks on vacation too? Please relax and enjoy yourselves. Nowadays, it's thanks to tourists like you that Wutai manages to keep going. How dare you call me a tourist? Yeah, it's cool seeing some of the stuff that New Threat used as well. Oh no, more weirdos, Grandpa. No, not that girl from before, different weirdos, but they look just as odd. Oh ho, how exciting. Are you friends with my grandson? No, Grandpa, those people are bad news. All they do is run around making a ruckus. Nah, thank you, Manny. The support really does help a lot, man. Helps me to continue doing this every week, so I appreciate you, man. There's nowhere to run, Yuffie. I know, I'm sorry. You guys win. I'll give you back all your materia.